if we want this homestead to keep growing, we need to keep shaping the land around it. So today we're doing a few of the jobs that help everything move forward. We're starting to clear and mow more of the land. Checking in on the trees and vegetables. And continuing the wall around the olive tree. None of it is finished yet, but little by little it's starting to feel more like a place that can really support us. So let's get started. So today I'm going to continue with this little granite wall, and my wife thought that it was nice to keep it at this level, so approximately around here. So therefore I'm going to start at this part of the wall, because then I can. So let's try that again. As you notice, it's a little bit windy, therefore the camera came down. But as said, I will start over here because we want it at this level. So if I start at this part of the wall, I can just complete the entire wall on the same level. And it doesn't need to be perfectly level, but if it is approximately the same height, that will be very great. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to make some cement, and I have a special ingredient for that. And then I will start searching for the right stones on the right places, and then let's see how far we can go. So yeah, let's start. And now the special ingredient, and that is fairy, or as we say in Holland, dreft. If you put 2 or 3 drops into the water, it should make the cement a little bit more easy to handle, a little bit smoother. So yeah, I've been told it's an old builder's trick to make it more easy to handle. I've also been instructed not to do it with bigger projects, but with a small project like that, building the little wall around the olive tree, it should be okay. And also because it's the first time I'm going to do something like this, I thought it would be nice for myself to have cement that's a little bit more easy to handle. And as you probably know, after all the videos, I would like to try new things and things people recommend to me. So yeah, let's see if it works. If it doesn't work, it's just a small wall and I will never do it again. And if it works, great. Well, we have a new trick that we can use multiple times. And the ratio I'm using is 3 parts of sand and 1 part of cement. way more water, but I don't want it to be too wet, so therefore I was a little bit careful. It's better to add water multiple times than having too much water, I think. So yeah. I know I have the mixer right behind me, but I thought it would just be a little bit, so that would be easier, I thought. And I still think that is, but in case you're wondering why I'm doing it by hand if you have the machine right behind me, that's the reason. Yeah, I think this is it. What do you guys think? Please let me know in the comments if you have any tips, tricks, or other old school tricks. I'm very curious about trying new things, or in this case old things, and see if it works for me. So before I can continue with the wall, I need more rocks, stones. So yeah, camera still stands, that's great. I need more rocks, so I'm going to put them in the wheelbarrow, bring them over there. I think do that a couple of times so I have a nice variety of shapes and forms of the rocks, and then we can continue with the wall. So now it needs two more things. The first one is a hammer to shape the stones if needed, and the other one is water, because before I can add the cement to the stones, they need to be wet, otherwise it won't stick. I will point it later on, so for now it might seem like a mess, but I'm going to try to improve it. I think that's a nice one, but that also means I need a smaller one for here. Probably something like this. Because this one comes over here. Yeah. Yep. That means we need a little bit more up here. And then we're going to add this one over here, because that looks better than just some cement, doesn't it? Let's see. I think that's pretty nice. And again, please remember, I still need to point the joints later on, so it will improve eventually, but for now I think it's okay. I want another rock over there. As the stones were drying already because of the sun, I just got myself a bucket of water. And of course, my lovely dog needs to drink. No problem. It's all yours, honey. It's all yours. All yours. Until I use concrete in it. Then don't drink it. So, well, I set this level. My wife is here at the moment, so I will ask her if she wants something on top of this, but I think it's pretty much in line, pretty much. So I think for now that's a good thing. No, you can't drink this. Later in this video we will continue this project, but for now it's time to mow the grass. You guys might remember that I was cutting this tree into little pieces for the firewood, and in that episode I also showed you the olive tree that was laying over there. But as you can see, the grass grew even higher in just a couple of weeks. As you see, the grass is extremely high. So you've seen now that the grass is pretty high, and I think you probably understand why we desperately wanted the tractor to work, because now we can mow the land with the tractor and the chain mower we have. So yeah, it's time to mow the grass. It's time to prepare the land for coming summer and spring, because somewhere in May all the grass need to be cut because of the fire risk we have every year over here. So yeah, it's definitely time to cut the grass, and it's time to prepare the land for maybe growing even more food, but at least prepare it for coming summer. Well, first things first, the first thing I'm going to do is collect some more stones, because, well, you saw me busy with the granite stones around the olive tree, but we also don't want to damage the chains on the mower. So yeah, I'm going to collect the stones. I got myself some gloves because the grass is very high, and I've got myself a wheelbarrow. So yeah, let's start collect some stones. You saw me waving with my hands a couple of times because I think there are literally hundreds of mosquitoes in the higher grass. So yeah, they're all over me, but well, I don't think I've been bitten. But it's another sign that we definitely need to clear the land and mow the grass. So when the grass is as high as this, most of it is by touch, with my feet obviously. But around the cork trees, most of the time when I feel something it's cork, so yeah, it's a little bit difficult in this area because we have cork and we have high grass, so yeah, I think I left some stones, but well, the chains can handle it, it's just that they might need to be replaced a little bit sooner. I really wonder how things end up here, because this is some sort of concrete. It's not granite, it's just concrete. But there are no structures over here, yeah. The sheds of the neighbors, but they shouldn't bring the concrete over here. So sometimes I'm very curious what happened over here, but well, we'll never find out. From other rounds, I walked around the land. I know there's a lot of stuff laying around here, but I think most of it was cork, but I think some of it might be rocks. So yeah, let's check it out. There are a lot of rocks laying over here, so better get the wheelbarrow. That's easier. Better get the wheelbarrow. That's easy. So I'm going to take this wheelbarrow to the front of our property, because that's also the place where the other piles of stones are laying. And we still have some sunlight, so maybe I'll just do another round and another wheelbarrow. And otherwise, we'll call it a day. So this is what we've done so far with mowing the land, and especially if you see this line over here, you really see a big difference, and that's also up there. I'll show you. As you can see, it's a very big difference, and we still need to mow a big part of the land, and I think we also should go one more time over the area that we've already done. But it was very high, as you can see over here. So yeah, if we go over it one or maybe two times more, that will be great. And over here we will need the bigger ones, I think, because it needs to come to this level. So yeah, we need some bigger rocks, and also some smaller for underneath here, or in between, better said. So let's clear this a little bit. So I think if we put in some concrete over there and put this one a little bit, yeah, that will be good. But then that one is too far. Make it wet, so it will stick to it, and then if you see other people do is they have a little bit of cement on it and they throw it in like that. Okay, but still, it looks more natural when other people do it than when I do it. So that was the first bucket of cement I made, and the first layer of blocks I laid, I think, in my life. So yeah, new experience. Yeah, let's see if we have time for another bucket of cement, or did we need to go to lunch. Yeah, back in a minute. I've told you I want to create a beautiful wall, so therefore I'm going to sponge off the cement that's a little bit too much on the rocks, so it looks beautiful, and obviously not too much water, because then I will mess up the cement that needs to stay. And especially this one I want to clean, because what I liked about that stone is that it really had a point into the joints. So yeah, I want to make it as visible as possible without ruining the cement, of course. Well, I think that's nice. I have to say I'm pretty happy with how it all comes together. Because to be honest, this is one of the things I was looking forward to when we were still in Holland. Building with these concrete stones and making walls or beautiful buildings. Well, buildings is a little bit ambitious right now, but in the future. But making beautiful walls, restoring walls with these granite stones. So yeah, I'm very happy. So now it's time for a little break. I'm going to have a cup of coffee, and after that I will make another bucket of cement and, well, continue this. And we also want to put some herbs in it, but we obviously don't want the weeds and everything come through the wall. So yeah, I am going to finish the back of the wall, and hopefully the weeds don't come through. So yeah, time for a cup of coffee. And it needs time to dry, this part, and then we can fill in some more, because it needs some more, but yeah. Let me see from a distance. Yeah, that's looking better. That's looking better already. Great. And another thing that is great is the vegetable garden. I have been in Holland for 5 days, so I didn't see how it grew and how it recovered. But, well, I think this time of the year is amazing. I mean, this is the first time we're here in Portugal during spring. And I noticed before I went back to Holland that every day you walked around the land, something's changed. More flowers, more green leaves, or whatever. Or just seeing the trees and the plants thrive is amazing. But if you haven't been on the land for 5 days and you come back, then you just don't know what you see. It's amazing. I will show you. Come with me. So after the update about the trees and the vegetables, we will continue with the wall around the olive tree. But for now, I will walk to the first tree, and that's the fig tree. And here you see all the leaves and also a couple of the fruits that are growing. From the fig tree right behind me, we're going to the plum trees, because as you might remember, we have 3 of them, and I wanted to check if a branch that we cut off will become our 4th tree. So let's see. So this is one of the plum tree, and that is number 2, and that is number 3. And the 4th one, the branch is looking like this. So I think we can conclude that this experiment failed, but well, at least we've tried. So I think this one is going into the compost bin. And from the plum trees we're going to the lime, and well, it's all green around it, so maybe you can't see it yet, but this one is doing really good. Very happy about it, especially with all the flowers that are coming in. And right behind me we have a couple of more trees. Maybe I'm gonna check it out, because there we have the hazelnut, the first tree we've planted, and the avocado, and also a couple of others. But first I want to go to the first tree we pruned. That's the pear tree next to the road and next to the battery house. And that one is doing great, as you can see. So very happy with that. And from the pear tree we go into the vegetable garden, which obviously with the raised beds that are too overcrowded. But let's see how they're doing. And I can already see that especially the first one is doing great. And this is amazing. Look how big they are. Wow. In just 4 or 5 days I wasn't at home, it went from this to this. So yeah, that's amazing. Very happy with that. And across of the raised beds we have the greenhouse. So let's have a look how the trees are doing there. Those need water, and the trees also really like some water, but I see a lot of new leaves coming on, so that's great. So let's take a look at the kumquat I harvested. Maybe because I harvested the kumquats because I thought everything was ripe, but also so the nutrition could go to the tree instead of all the fruits that are hanging on it. And well, let's see how that went. Well, it is okay, but as all the other trees, it definitely needs some water. Same with this lime. I don't know the exact word anymore. I will put it on the screen. But as you see, can see, a lot of new leaves coming on. So that's good. That's a good sign. So now I want to take to our bushes. Well, stakes, but they need to be bushes. Let's see how they're doing. I think they're doing pretty nice. And especially this blueberry is doing great. And well, also this one is doing pretty good. And I don't know whether you can hear it or not, but there are a lot of bees around me, so that's a good thing. And here we have another one also doing great. And I could do around all the trees we have, but I'm not gonna bother you with that. So yeah, as you've seen, the land is flourishing, the trees are doing well, the bushes are doing well, the veg is doing well. So yeah, I think that's a nice update from the homestead. And yeah, let's head back to the olive tree and finish the wall. Well, at least for today. And look what we have here. Our supervisor is also on the building site. A little bit sleepy, but well, she still supervises. I think I'm going to let this part dry and add another stone on top of it later on, because I think if I do it now, it will just collapse, and I don't want that, obviously. This is better. So we'll put a little one up here, I think like this, So we can put you in nicely. Yeah, that's better than just cement. That's it. So this is it for today. I think we made great progress, and well, this is the first thing I did, and I think you can see the difference between what I did there and what I did over here. But for now, I have to say I'm pretty happy with the result.